Only 4.5% of Hyderabadis have diabetes. Is my audio clear?
Yes.
Only 4.5% of Hyderabadis are diabetics. By 1996, about 6.5% are diabetics. Now, it is around 18%. It has fast forward. What has changed?
Lifestyle.
A new profession called software profession, many of you could be, has entered into the human society. They never know when they are eating, when they are playing, when they are working. They sleep in the midnight, they eat in the midnight, they sleep in the midday, and so on. And a lot of westernization happened at the same time. We started eating lots of stuff which were not
In our Indian diet.
used to in the past.
Yes.
So there are a lot of lifestyle changes that happen. Whether that is the cause or not, we do not know exactly.
That is a
Most probably that
lifestyle.
will be
Oil,
the cause.
plastic.
Now
refined oil.
around 18% of Hyderabadis are diabetes. In absolute and relative numbers, Hyderabad is the world's capital of diabetes as a single city. World's capital.
Sad.
So let us try to understand a few basics of this particular disease.
Papa Rao Garu. यहाँ से दिखाती हूँ मैं आपको कोड.
Diabetes is so-called the type 2 diabetes. And let us see what are the various. Basically, diabetes is a condition where the body struggles to use our own sugar as energy. This is the basic. Whether insulin resistance or insulin lack, whatever the reason, our own sugar, our body is not able to convert it to energy. This is the basic problem. Why it is exactly not able to convert? One is lack of insulin. This is absolute lack of insulin. This is called type 1 diabetes. Or insulin deficiency. Or number 2, insulin is there, sugar is there, it's not working. This is the most common disease. This is called type 2 diabetes. And the insulin which doesn't work is called insulin resistance. And what is the cause of insulin resistance? There are so many theories. Still we don't know. Anybody can find it out, can get a Nobel Prize. So these are the types of diabetes. One is a type 2 diabetes, other is type 1 diabetes. So type 2 diabetes is most common. Type 1 diabetes usually children get because for some reason the insulin secreting cells in the pancreas are destroyed. Either because there are some antibodies that work against this insulin secreting cells, or there is some disease or some genetics, etc. can also play. This is called type 1 diabetes, where they have to depend on insulin throughout life. And the most common variety is the type 2. Let us focus most on the type 2. So there are other few varieties. We have seen type 1, type 2. There are other few varieties, what is called MODY, maturity onset diabetes in the end. It starts as type 2 diabetes and slowly goes as type 1 diabetes. Though it is not very rare, we see day in and out. And there are certain pancreatic diseases of cells which actually secrete insulin like from the pancreas. Either pancreatic infections, pancreatic cancers, they are very rare. Malnutrition, it is called fibrocalicus pancreatic disease. It's one of the diseases related to poor nutrition, common in Southeast Asian countries. So, as I told, the prevalence in Hyderabad is almost 18% in the last, that is 2022 census. Now it must be even more. And compared to the West, those are the Caucasians, we are called Asians or Asian Indians. So compared to Caucasians, we get the diabetes at least 1.5 to 2 decades earlier. If they get diabetes at 50, we are getting at 30, 35. We are more fast forward in this aspect. So, there are genetic reasons, there are many other reasons that were put forth. Because there was a study called in England, it was done among all the ethnic groups, and this study has shown that those who has migrated to England and they are working there, eating their same food for many years, still have more tendency to get more diabetes and hypertension. And there is a study near Australia, there is an island. So Indians went there and settled there almost 90 years or 100 years earlier. Fiji, I guess.
yes.
So much earlier they went. They have nothing to do with India. Only common thing is their
Genetic pool,
They are Indian origin. That's all. For all purposes, they are Fijians. Still, the diabetes and hypertension and heart disease are more among Indian origin Fijians. So there is something innate. There is something inherent in our own body. So that is, there are certain things which are known, which are not known. So per se, diabetes and hypertension we get at least 1.5 to 2 decades earlier than Caucasians, and also heart diseases also at least 1 decade earlier than Caucasians. The implication is that if you get diabetes early, you have to live with diabetes for a very long period. Suppose if you get at 60s, 70s, you may not have very long life, right? You may still have active life of 20 years, 30 years, whatever is destined or whatever is nature given you according to your lifestyle and so on, genes. But if you get disease early, you have to live with diabetes for a very long time. So your plan and persecution should be much stricter, because you have to carry the diabetes along with you throughout your life. So what are the risk factors? There are certain risk factors to get diabetes. Not everybody gets diabetes. So number one is being overweight or obese. Our president is telling just now, whoever is overweight or obese, they clearly have more diabetes. So obesity is not just about weight. Obesity is about, there is a plethora of events, metabolic events that are going on. That's why the name is recently renamed as ABCD, adiposity based chronic disease. It's a disease. So it is recently recognized as a disease, so we have to treat them and or make a plan for long term to control it. Otherwise, they have one of the highest risk to have diabetes. And second is the sedentary lifestyle. Those who don't do exercise, always they sit in the chair and watch television. Some people now recently habituated that they lie down on the bed and see the television, LED or LCD, whatever, which causes them, doesn't allow them to sleep at the same time. So, family history of diabetes. This is one most strong evidence that first degree relatives. Who are the first degree relatives? By definition, father, mother, brother, sister, son, daughter. This is the first degree relatives, not even wife and husband. So if first degree relative has diabetes, the likely chances to have diabetes are more. If both parents are diabetics, 100% children will get diabetes, but depending on their environmental factors, their ability to postpone the disease by their lifestyle. So there are genetic factors, there are environmental factors by way of your lifestyle, your society, social norms and so on. So depending on that, if the genetic factors and the environmental factors coincide, then you get the disease, most likely to get the disease. So other important risk factor is gestational diabetes. If the mother is diabetic during pregnancy of a child, that child is likely to become diabetic in future. Even the mother will get, there are about 40% chances to become diabetes in the next 10 years if mother is diabetic during pregnancy. And birth weight, if the birth weight is higher than the national average, I think now the national average is 2.75 or
Not
76. And if the basic birth weight is higher than 10 percentile higher than the normal average birth weight, that is itself is a risk factor for long diabetes. And there are so many other factors like lifestyle and socialization, etc. Because when you eat, when you socialize in India, we gather and eat lots of sweets, lots of stuff. So, what are the symptoms of this diabetes? There are only few symptoms. One, because the glucose in the body is not utilized as energy, you start feeling weak. When the glucose is plenty and the glucose levels rises because body is not utilizing the glucose, it rises. That's what we check normally as high blood sugar. There's a lot beyond blood sugar there. And it increases hunger because he feels weak. He starts eating more, still he feels more weak. And he passes more urine more frequently, and thirst is not cleared, so he still continue to keep drinking. So this is called polydipsia, drinking more water, polyuria, passing more urine, polyphagia, you keep eating and still they feel weak. And some other, unexplained, unintentional loss of weight. This is one common thing that people doesn't notice. The subtle symptoms of diabetes, they come with the loss of weight, 10-15 kgs sometimes. We check them, they will have diabetes for quite some time. So unexplained weight loss is one of the indicator of diabetes. And of course some infections, non-healing of wounds, etc. They are minor things. So roughly these are the symptoms: polyuria, polyphagia, polydipsia, and generalized weakness, rundown, and loss of weight. So why we should treat diabetes at all? If there is diabetes, there is sugar, so what? We feel weak, we try to, improve our contract with the sugar. Still, there are certain other complications. They are not just immediate complications. They are called long-term complications. The long-term complications are basically two types. One is microvascular complication. Second is a macrovascular complication. The microvascular, basically diabetes is a blood vessel disease. To say specifically, the blood vessels get affected and they get narrowed day after day. And at one point it reaches a critical stage where heart attacks happens, strokes happens in the brain. Similarly, the constriction of microvessels, the very small vessels in the kidneys, in the eyes and in the skin, to the nerves, they get blood supply will be impeded and the organs get affected. So diabetic nephropathy or diabetic kidney disease is one such microvascular disease. The eye disease is a microvascular disease. The numbness because of the nerves are damaged, because of the blood supply to the nerves is impeded. These are the microvascular complications. And the other side is the macrovascular complications. They are the major blood vessels, like medium to large blood vessels, mainly the heart attacks, the strokes in the brain, the peripheral artery disease which supplies blood to the limbs. So diabetes is one of the causes for the loss of limbs. We have to amputate the limbs because the blood supply is stopped and they start having severe pain and they get gangrene and all that. They get infected, get pus, and we have to cut the limb to salvage, to save the patient sometimes. So Decrease of fertility is one important recent factor because the fertility rates are enormously lowering in
Reducing,
recent
very
past.
true.
Around 5.8% per 100 pregnancies are intervened by the doctors. So earlier is almost never known fertility or infertility as a specialty. Now it is blooming because of lots of infertility in the society. So eye disease, heart disease, kidney disease, liver disease also. So this is called a metabolic dysfunction associated liver damage. So fat gets accumulated in the liver, and at one point of time liver doesn't work anymore, and it will have full of a packet of fat and doesn't function. It is called cirrhosis, which can also lead to liver cancers. So accumulation of fat in the liver is one of the complications, and these are roughly various complications during if you don't treat diabetes. The microvascular and macrovascular forms the most important ones. So how to manage this? Once somebody is diagnosed, there are certain criteria to diagnose diabetes. Fasting blood sugar, if it is more than 126, and postprandial blood sugar more than 200 in a single occasion, we can determine he has diabetes. And now there is another parameter also included in the definition. There is a test called HbA1c, which is
3 months.
tested because with the blood sugar tagged to the red blood cells. So average lifespan of red blood cell is 120 days. So the overall 3 months or 4 months average is measured with a test called HbA1c. If the HbA1c is above 5.7 to 6.4, it is called pre-diabetes, the stage before diabetes. Above 6.4, that is 6.5 or above, it is called diabetes by definition. So anybody having above 6.5 is diabetic. And then once diagnosis is very easy. All that you have to go to the doctor, that's all. Any screening test will have diabetes screening. Once you have any symptom, you can, or if you have somebody in your family having diabetes, you can easily go and get screened for diabetes. So the oral management is this simple. Normalize the blood glucose levels, whether it is lifestyle, whether it is drugs, whether whatever insulin, whatever doctor advises. Reduce the risk of complications. You already have, because of diabetes, you already have a risk of heart attack, strokes. If you smoke, this is going to be fire to the fuel. So diabetes with smoking or any other risk factors, those with sedentary lifestyle, obesity, which are modifiable risk factors. There are certain risk factors which are not modifiable. That like genes, we can't change our parents. Like age, as age grows, increases. Your risk for diabetes increases. Age is ever growing day after day. And gender also, men are expected to have little more risk to get diabetes. So we can't change these. These are not modifiable. So wherever we can modify like lifestyle, diet, exercise, lifestyle, sedentary life, etc. We have to change those, adopt better lifestyles, and take prescribed medications, regular monitoring with the doctors. So the most important ABCs of diabetic management is HbA1c test once in 6 months to check whether your blood sugar is under control or not. So HbA1c, again, the recommendations vary with age and situations. Those who are recently diagnosed to have diabetes, strict control is important. It should be less than 6.5. Who are willing to change their lifestyle, who are not much worried about, to adopt the newer lifestyles, etc. So the recommendation is less than 6.5 of HbA1c. So you make the diabetes into pre-diabetes. So either with medicines or
Exercise,
either with
diet.
lifestyle or with both. And then second important thing in the management of diabetes is blood pressure. Heart, diabetes and blood pressure goes hand in hand, and they work on the more or less the same target organs like kidneys, heart, brain, eyes, etc. So we have to control the blood pressure very strictly. And then is the cholesterol. Cholesterol is another metabolic
Yes, sir.
problem where there are a lot of lifestyle changes increases cholesterol. Of course, but most important is the exercise part. And of course the diet and genes and so many other things. Diet, recent past diet has actually contributing less, which you were worried earlier to eat anything in the name of cholesterol. And most of the foods are labeled as zero cholesterol, etc. Now it is not there anymore because mostly the food is dealing to the cholesterol. It is all the body machine, it is the genes, chromosomes, and it is the exercise that makes a difference. And smoking is, as I said, smoking is the worst thing that happened to the human life ever. Smoking kills maximum number in the way of heart attacks, in the way of strokes, in the way of cancers. Tobacco, when human has discovered
Nicotine.
tobacco into their life maybe 250 years ago, the man was very much excited that he has found something greatest thing that could happen to the humankind. Now after the data we know how much harm it can do. So stop smoking in any way. The best moral support for a smoker is a smoking doctor. Don't look at a smoking doctor. And the when the diet management comes with the food, most of us know what is the foods we have to take more. Vegetables, fruits, whole grains. Whether it is rice or whether it is wheat, all are carbohydrates only. But the whole grain in toto, you can see out of all the best rice is there are studies
Brown
on
rice.
basmati rice, red rice, black
Brown
rice,
rice.
and white rice, etc. The best rice still is the basmati rice, which is a whole grain, that is the brown rice,
Brown
which
rice.
has a glycemic index of 52, whereas frank white rice has 104 glycemic index. It just quickly goes into the body,
Yes, sir.
raises the blood sugar levels, and that causes the problem. So, pulses, nuts, fish, low fat, dairy products, etc. These are all well known that we have to adopt these food changes, and also we have to avoid these stuff. This is important. This is most importantly, these are the causing, because we are adopting more and more to refined foods. The white poisons, what we call the white sugar, white rice,
Salt.
and the maida, that is refined wheat flour. So these are three white poisons that should be avoided, that is close to diabetes. So sugary drinks, etc. Any foods that are rich in sugar like sweets, ice cream, milkshake, chocolate, biscuit, bakery, soft drink, fruit juice, honey. Even honey is many people use it to lose weight, is not good for human health because honey contains glucose and fructose in equal parts. Glucose raises the blood sugar level. Fructose goes into the liver and causes fatty liver. So honey is avoid as much as possible. So we have mainly two addictions. One is sugar addiction, another is salt addiction. These two are, as the rest of that is falls into this, whether it is sweets, whether it is namkeen, other things. Sugar addiction and salt addiction. So that should keep under control. This is addiction is as good as addiction to the morphine, alcohol, etc. Some people just eat to get the pleasure out of eating. Some people just eat to come out of their depression, or some people just eat, they don't have any other work. They watch their movie, or if they watch cricket match, they just eat just like that. So And then another food is what is called the trans fat. Most of the times, the oil people use repeatedly. If you
They
use the
use
same
multiple
oil
time.
for either bhaji, vada, or whatever the people make. So as you use the same oil more and more times, you produce more and more trans fat in that. So trans fat is the worst thing that can go into the arteries and narrow the arteries. So avoid trans fats as much as possible. So, and the red meat is another thing which can cause, there are mainly two types of meat, red meat and white meat. Red meat is the beef, the goat meat, which can increase the cholesterol levels, which can also has certain links to colonic cancer, etc. So, white meat is relatively better, like chicken, fish, turkey. These are the white meat in general. So, these are better meat. So the plate method, there is a plan your plate, take a 9-inch small plate and put all your portions. So you will restrict the portion. That is one of the techniques that people use. But how many number of plates you use, you never know.
Yes.
This is the Mediterranean food pyramid. This is the
Best.
invented as most sacred. Among the Mediterranean people, they live very long and they have lesser heart attacks, mainly because they eat olive oil, they eat olives, they eat fish and nuts, and this is the basic, Mediterranean diet which reduces the heart attacks.